Hello, and welcome to No Access Required. So, Ubisoft, Ubisoft, wherefore art thou, Ubisoft? Well, I'll tell you where Ubisoft currently are. They are in a max security prison, in a shower, scared and alone, and the soap's just been dropped on the floor next to them. Suddenly, a dark, smoky voice says, "Think that soap belongs to you, boy. You go and pick it up." Or are they? Ubisoft know that they've made mistakes. They have gone from one disaster to another, like some drunken behemoth, flailing wildly as they hold, clutched tightly in their hands, their ego and what's left of their corporate self-respect. The Guillemot family haven't played a blinder. That the consequence of their actions over the last few years, taking their IPs in directions that, well, frankly, the fans of those IPs didn't want. And also letting other IPs, great IPs, that the fans are clamouring for, languish. What we do know is that Ubisoft, publicly at least, is a shadow of the company that it used to be. Its reputation as a creative house, as it were, tarnished. What we do know, ultimately, is that things haven't gone their way. The head of the company gave a few months ago everything to his son, as reported by the excellent Bellion News, and you must wonder what kind of decisions are being made internally. Is there a huge infighting within the family? Either which way you cut it, Ubisoft is at an impasse. Tencent have swooped in, spotting a good business opportunity, and have taken, one would imagine, exactly what they want. So here we stand, at the precipice of what looks like Ubisoft falling apart. There are many YouTube channels who are screaming doom and gloom from the parapets. And there are some other channels, less in number but equally as valid, who are saying buy. Stock, that is, not buy. Has this been some market manipulation on a masterful level? One thing's for sure, I think. Ubisoft will most probably emerge from this not stronger, but better placed. Tencent have come in and I think necessarily cut away a lot of fat that Tencent can actually make use of. I think their plan for the IPs is live service. And live service is just starting to falter, is just starting to die. There is no way, it seems, to make a surefire live service hit. We've seen plenty of failures in the past. Games that have had everything thrown behind them, they've had all the money. They've been stillborn. Making a successful live service game is, in fact, an exercise in hit or miss, trial and error. You just have to make it, and it clicks. There are a number of combinations, it seems, that goes into that clicking. We're still looking at Fortnite now and wondering how it's still doing so well. And yet it is. It's doing very, very well. Call of Duty 7 is frankly shitting the bed as we speak, and rightly so. But I think that so many people are just, oh my God, it's over. Well, it's necessarily over. I think this is a necessary thing. We can't have continued success, unlimited continued success. People's tastes change. And I know I just mentioned Fortnite and how it's doing very well, but I did say we're all wondering how. But people's tastes change. things come into favour, they fall out of favour. And what we're looking at now is just a natural up and down, the inhale and the exhale of the landscape as it changes, as customers change. I said in a previous video on a different channel, don't worry kiddies, it'll be fine. And it will. COD 7 has to die. It has to die in a bloody mess. The customers will leave it on the floor, bloody-nosed and useless. So what's next for Ubisoft? Well, this is what I think is going to happen. I think Tencent will potentially destroy some of the IP that it's created in an endeavour to make live service games. It will save one IP and do a great single player campaign, and it will be generally well received. Ubisoft, left with the necessary scraps that it has, will emerge from this contrite and humble, at least publicly, and they will say, I'm sorry, we made a few mistakes, but this is the new Ubisoft. Give us a hug, and people will give them a hug. Because we all want things to be better. We all love a success story. And all the best success stories come after failure. And if nothing else, Ubisoft has been failing hard now for quite some time, which will mean that their eventual success, if it does come, will be all the sweeter. And we, as fans, will be there for them. Because that's what we do. So do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do like, subscribe and share. And till next time, you have yourselves a great day.